Hey, hey, it's Christopher coming to you today with another vlog. Today, we're going to talk about critical illness. With critical illness, it is also a product that you want to have. You never know when one of your clients may be in need of it though. Yes, we're all healthy at one time or another, but as you get older, the body tends to start fading. Alright? So that's what we're going to talk about today. But before I go any further, let's do some house cleaning first. This is to help agents who are new in the business, to help agents who are coming into the business, to help agents who don't know about the business, and to also help those agents who are struggling in the business. Okay? So that's what this is about. So, critical illness is something to have in your repertoire of business as far as insurance goes. And the reason why I say that though is it's one of those things that you never know when you can wind up in a critical care unit in the hospital. The younger you are, the less it costs. The older you are, the more it's going to cost. Remember that. Just like with any other insurance that may be purchased. The younger you are, the less it's going to cost, and the older you are, the less it's going to cost. The more it's going to cost. So with that being said, let me tell you how critical illness came about in the industry. There was this surgeon who kept seeing patients coming in for operational procedures. And in the course of them coming in for operational procedures, well, what happens is that they needed critical illness because while they were recuperating at home, you know, whether it happened on the job or off the job, if it happened on the job, and therefore they had workman's comp. But if it happened off the job, then a lot of times, you know, a lot of people had to file for bankruptcy because of the procedure that they encountered. So this doctor decided to come up with the critical illness plan, and it's been around ever since. I've sold it, and the good thing about it though, you can incorporate it with the other business that you sell. Okay, along with the hospital indemnity, along with the cancer insurance, along with the disability. So those are what we call ancillary products. They're good to have. You have companies that specialize in just ancillary products. And those companies are Aflac, Family Heritage, Colonial Penn. No, I'm sorry, Colonial Penn is a final expense. But these are companies that I can think of off the top of my head right now that specialize in these ancillary products. Now, let me tell you the good thing about critical illness. The one company that comes to mind for me now, is Family Heritage. Now, I've sold all three. I've sold Aflac, I've sold Colonial, and I've sold Family Heritage. Out of the three, the best one for me that I have to give kudos to would be Family Heritage. And here's why I say that. Family Heritage is out of Ohio. Okay, the good thing about Family Heritage is that it's now it's owned by Torchmark. So maybe they've moved. But when I was with them though, it was owned, they were out of Ohio. And it was independent, it was individually owned. So with Family Heritage, the great thing about Family Heritage is this. It's not a one time issue deal. With them, and the great thing that I love about them is that, let's say if you've been diagnosed with cancer and they had to critically transport you to the hospital. Well, now you got two payouts. You got the cancer payout, and then you have the critical illness payout. Or how about this, an accident? If you have an accident plan with them, and they got an accident with urgent care as well too, which is it has a built-in critical illness. But the great thing I like about them is that their customer service is great. That's number one, and number two, they pay their claims in a much more timely fashion than some of the others that I mentioned to you earlier. I don't knock them, but Family Heritage, I've seen no questions asked, pay. The critical illness is definitely a great thing to have. Now, let me just tell you guys out there, if you're in a major city, go to your police department. See if you can speak to the person in charge who does a roll call, such as a sergeant, a lieutenant, or a captain, and tell him or her what you're doing, and go from there. The good thing about it though is that when you start explaining what happens with the critical illness, what happens with the critical illness, what happens with the disability, what happens with the cancer, and some of the other products that family sells, you're going to be overwhelmed with the number of officers that are going to ask you for your card. Take it from me, I know. So, like I said, you have other companies out there as well, and Combine is also another one as well too. All right. Thing with Combine is that Combine bring you up to Illinois, and they train you for a whole week, maybe about 5 days, all expenses on them. They teach you a script and all that though. I'm not gonna say anything negative about any of them because that's not right at all. But if it was me, the first one that I would pick would be Family Heritage. Now, if you need to learn the business or you want to learn the business, then go to Combine. Combine, they'll train you from A to Z to A from ground floor. If you want to know about the ancillary product business though. But with Combine, they're also captive as well too. All right, so that is something to be aware of. But out of that, I like Family Heritage because their product is not a one-time deal where everyone else is. All right. The thing with Family Heritage is that the name says it all. They treat you like family. Well, they did then. I don't know how it is now. Ever since Torchmark bought them, I don't know how it is, but I can tell you back then though, they treated you like family, and hey, you made the best of it, and you just went from there. The payout, the money is great that they pay you for the products that you get. We have weekly calls, sometimes 2 and 3 times a week. It's more of a motivational type, but the products are bar none the best. They look out for their clients. When I tell you they look out, they look out. So the other thing with critical illness is this. It also gives you a chance to enhance your skills if you're not, if you're afraid to sell, then hopefully you can get out of that mode of being afraid to sell, and you just go out there and you just do it. It's a great product. I love it. Um, the reason why I love it is because I have it. I believe in the product. Look, here's one thing about me. If I don't believe in a product, I am not going to sell it. Just straight up. The stuff that I sell, I am, as they say, in the illicit world, do not get high on your own supply. Well, I bought my own product. Okay, that's what I've done. And look, I like it. I like it with them. I have, not the cancer, but I have the accident with them. Let's say you have 30 accidents. Guess what? They're going to pay you for 30 accidents. And that's a good thing about it, though. So, look, this is just my input on disability, on critical illness. Get it, try it. You may like it. It may be wonders, may do wonders for you. And if you don't like it, look, just still keep it in your book, you know, and then still sell it when you get a chance. So, all right. I'm not saying, you know, hey, don't make that your flagship product though. If you don't, you know, think you're making enough money, but just add it to your portfolio of business though. That's all. Next month is October. October is Cancer Month. Susan B. Komen. That's a great time to sell your critical illness while you're peddling cancer insurance. All right. So remember that though. I am Christopher. You guys have a great day. If you like what I'm telling you, hit the subscribe button up on top. If you have any questions, any comments, any positive gripes, leave them down below. Or if you have some questions for me that you want to ask me offline, look, email me at finalexpense@gmail.com. Once again, email me at finalexpenserep@gmail.com. And one last thing, if you have something negative, keep that to yourself, because we don't want to hear it. This is a positive forum to help people, not to bash and not to beat people down. I see a lot of sites where people are bashing and beating people down. You know, though, that is not right. You know, so if I see it on here, I'm going to delete you. Yeah, I'm going to delete you straight up. So anyway, you guys enjoy yourself. Have a great day. All right, this is Christopher.